You are live in the mix.
Word on the street, word on the street. Talk politics, current events, relationships, movies and flicks. Word on the street, word on the street. Word on the street is we be staying on topic with sports news and the movies. Anything that just happened. Special guest with that Drake Swift, Savage Kitty and Alex, aka the Sports Mouse. So we tell them what's happening. Chop it up with you Saturdays. No better way to start your day. Kick it with y'all on Mondays in case y'all really got something to say. If not, we'll catch you on Wednesday. Put the spotlight up to your face. Yeah, you know how we get down. Tell them tune in or get out the way.
What up, though? It is Saturday. It looks like I'm doing this solo. Tori Savage Kitty is out. She is sick. And then our fill-in co-host, he is, I believe, in a sales meeting or something like that somewhere in Miami. So I guess I'm doing this by myself. I tried to call a couple people to see if they wanted to jump on, but of course they're working or sleeping or didn't respond. So there you go. Yours truly, Drake Swift. It is Saturday, February 5th. Jeez. Oh my God. It is the 5th already. This month or January just flew by, and it looks like February is about to do the same. It's just fly on by. So what's going on Saturday morning? I know I am banned from Facebook, so I don't have a lot of people that's probably tuning in just because you're not able to see the video cast on Facebook because of Facebook said you violated 2 months ago or some crazy shit like that, which I don't understand. Facebook. They want to ban you for things that possibly you said, and then they don't really want to respond when you ask them, hey, what was my violation? And they go, and nobody ever responds. So that's always fun. So I don't know. I think we need to definitely get away from Facebook. Zuckerberg actually took a big hit. What was it? A couple of days ago in the stock market because of I guess he never lost money on Facebook. So he lost over, I believe it was like $30 billion, which is no joke, right? I mean, you got to be. I mean, like if I lose $20, I'm upset. I mean, $100, you're like, oh fuck, man, I can't believe I lost $100. But this guy lost $30 billion. That's a lot of fucking money for you to lose. That you lost 30 fucking billion, $30 billion dollars. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is Facebook on the way out? Is there going to be another social media? I just think that they got too entwined with our lives, and with pushing who they wanted it to be in office to Russia, all this different stuff, right? So I think that's the biggest thing, is that I think people are getting sick of that, and they took the fake face recognition away, where like if I had somebody in that picture and they recognize it, they would say, oh, is it this the person? So there was a lot of that stuff they took away because it was very intrusive, and they don't want people to have that type of stuff, or not us, but Facebook. So like I said, it definitely makes it tough, especially because all our lives are on Facebook. And I don't mean, like, there's a lot of people that kind of pulled away from Facebook, I'm talking about like you have pictures and you have memories and blah 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 blah. So, um, how do you take that to another medium? You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I don't understand that. Where it should be easy. Like, so if there's a new um, medium or there's a new platform for social media, I think you should be able to just say, look, I want to export everything either to my phone, to my whatever, my laptop, or to another media. You should be able to take it. But Facebook doesn't make it easy. You got to go in there, share a memory or something, or save it for you to pull it off. Um, that's really not our information. It's really, they give us this Facebook account. But it's really not. It's not really yours. You just are using it as a parking space, um, and they allow you to upload this media. So there you go. That is my Facebook rant. But yeah, I think they try to control too much. They try to make too many people happy. um, Especially with these, community standards, blah blah blah. You did this, you did that. Look, if I'm not selling fucking child porn, or I'm not like fucking beating somebody on live, then why are you banning me? Like, I think it's also sensitive. It gives too many people the ability to report you. Just going on and on and on. So there it is. Let's jump into the show. Biden seeks to approve wages officially for federal construction projects with labor order. U.S. President Joe Biden, so Uncle Joe, signs an executive order on Friday to require project labor agreements in federal construction projects over $35 million potential boost to workers and unions to negotiate deals that shift. Administration says it will speed up building time. The order will apply $262 billion of federal construction contract, impact nearly 200,000 workers, the White House said late Thursday. Confirming news was first reported by Ridner. So Biden is trying to send some money in the construction world. How do I feel about this? I don't know. Just more spending. I'm kind of sick of this spending kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, just throw money at it. I think the government, when you have big government, I've been watching a lot of, videos, propaganda, whatever you say. When you're trying to throw big money at some things, some projects, some whatever the case may be, it's just a constant spinning of the wheel. And then we owe trillions of dollars in our deficit. And I know they're trying to get us out of a pandemic. I know they're trying to get us the economy moving again, because I know that they showed on an uptick. There's a lot of people that says COVID is over, so let's get on with our lives. Let's just deal with it. But I don't know if throwing money at another fucking thing is a good thing. Trump responds to Pence's rejection idea he could overturn the election. Former President Trump responded Friday, hours after Vice President Mike Pence said in a speech that he rejected the idea he could use his power on January 6th to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. So Trump said, hey, you know what? You could just say I'm president, I guess. Just so Mike Pence statement on fact they had no right to do anything with respect to the electoral vote count other than being an automatic belt for old cow Mitch McConnell to get Biden elected for president as quick as possible. Trump wrote an official statement. Trump argued if it's obvious sign a voter fraud or irregularities exist, Pence could have done something about it. He says no. So Trump's still saying, hey, I won the election, blah, 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 blah. I think you might want to let dogs lie where they lie and move on, President Trump, or former President Trump. I know he's going to run in 2024, but it is what it is. You got beat. It's time for you to move on. Let it go like Frozen. So there you go. Paige, Wendy Williams, culture war brewing with the out-touch exec at Wendy Williams show. I don't know what's going on with this, but she's doing the show and they're not doing the show. Stafford's Wendy shows feel the show lost their luster in the wake of her absence, and they blame out of touch top brass. Mid-level producers are mysterious, and shafters feel like the boss alternated the audience with guest hosts like Michael Rappaport, which I like, Wendy Cummings. They're now factoring in the culture, all white management, out of touch demographics, which screwed most African Americans. Insider told Page Six. So they don't like. They could put a couple white folks in there. So it screwed the audience and it kind of ruined the show. That's what they're saying on the Wendy Williams show. And I never watched the bitch's show, so I couldn't tell you. I just seen that she had big tits and she had a box butt. So there you go. There's my thoughts on motherfucking William Williams. She looks like a fucking man. It's a man, baby. It's a man. Jury returns all guilty verdicts for a Waffle House shooter. I don't even remember this. The Waffle House shooter who killed 4 people. The jury found Travis Riddiking guilty for 16 counts on April 2018. A Waffle House shooting in Tennessee left 4 people dead, according to live video feed provided by CNN. So they returned his verdict. They returned his verdict guilty. Well, yeah, he's guilty. Fucking, I don't know. Somebody fucking didn't make his waffle right. You cocksucker. I'm just tired of these shootings here. Let's see. Here's the commercial. It's over.
We are learning that the gunman, first accused of opening fire inside a Waffle House outside of Nashville, wanted his computer wiped clean, according to a repair shop owner in Tennessee, who said that Travis Reinking called his shop. He just now realizes weeks before the shooting. Here's that conversation happening between Reinking and the shop's technician.
Sorry, you want to make a backup disk or a recovery
You know what I'm
image?
talking about.
I can't say
No,
I do.
yeah, I might make. That's what I'm saying. If I made a backup disk and then kept that for later, had somebody analyze it, they're not going to find anything on it that you guys put there, are they? Why are you guys doing this, man? I don't get it. Why? What are you getting out of this?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
You're a liar.
If you'd like to bring the device by, we'd be happy to take a look at it for you.
Yeah, well, go kill yourself then. Jump off a bridge or something.
Oh, wow.
Joker.
So that is a phone call that one of our affiliates in Nashville got a hold of. And the owner of that repair shop told the station, that Reinking ended up dropping off the laptop last month. And the owner says that he realizes now Reinking was nervous the entire call. And they decided to call police after seeing him on the news.
The way he ended the call was super bizarre. It was my feeling that the faster we put all the information out there for everyone, the faster that the families can deal with the pain of their loss.
So police in Nashville say that the laptop is among the devices they've seized now from Reinking's home, and reportedly they've been successful recovering whatever was on the.
I can't believe it. Oh, can you wipe my laptop and make sure there's no evidence of me doing any wrongdoing? What? I don't even understand this. I mean, what is going on with El Creepos that want to shoot up places and make some bizarre calls? Can you make sure that you wipe everything? I ordered 1,000 guns online. Can you make sure that's not there? This guy should rot in hell. So, new discovery for all the guys that are sexually active. So I'm off that market. So. But make sure you're wearing a Jimmy hat. Discovery of HIV variant showing virus can evolve to be more severe and contagious. A variant of HIV that's faster progressing to serious illness and more contagious than other version of the virus have been calculated in the Netherlands for decades. Researchers have found the findings, which were published in the journal Science Thursday, demonstrate how HIV can mutate to create more severe disease and more rapid transmission. Even after 100 years of HIV affecting humans, it still has the capacity to evolve and change, says Joel Whitmire, Associate Professor of Medicine, University of California, San Diego, who was not involved in this study but wrote perspective about the researcher's find. So guess what? there could be another virus of the HIV. I mean, can we take any more viruses? Oh my God, I don't even know. But there you go. You get there could be a variant in the HIV world. So make sure you're wearing that Jimmy hat, Jimmy hat, Jimmy. Do I find that? Do I find that song? I should find that song. Jimmy. Great song by PDP, Boogie Down Production. The J, the I, the M, the M, the Y, the J, I, the M, the Y. It's Jimmy. There you go. Where that Jimmy hat? Wow, there you go. I had a burp onto that one. Sorry, that was from dinner last night. So I had a burp. I had an awesome dinner. Thanks to my girlfriend. She's cooking for me every day. And no more spending out, man. I've spent so much money on takeout. You won't believe. Because, I was married for so long. And then, just got used to going out and going to restaurants and doing DoorDash and, all that stuff, Uber Eats. Man, when your girlfriend, you come humble as fuck because you're like, man, I can't believe I spent all that fucking money doing this. And here I go. I got a good woman that cooks and bakes and sucks great dick. I just can't complain. But there you go. There is my love and appreciation rant for my girlfriend. 900,000 Americans. We had to hit a new toe. Americans have died of COVID in the 2 years of global pandemic. The U.S. has crossed yet another tragic landmark in the battle against COVID-19 on Friday, surpassing 900,000 deaths. So we're almost at 1 million, folks. 2 years after the first COVID-19 cluster was reported in Wuhan, China. Here it is. This was a story I brought up. Facebook user jumping ship, and they are. Zuckerberg blames TikTok. Facebook's went down, face down Thursday, losing more than 20% of their value. Not only signed TikTok, steamrolling Mark Zuckerberg baby, he seems to be acknowledged. Check it out. It's the last 3 months of the year. Facebook lost 500,000 daily logins. To put in perspective, not only 1.93 million were checking in daily. It's still a big number for sure, but when you're talking about the Benjamin, it makes a huge difference. So I'm sorry, Mark Zuckerberg. I think I'm not going to publish on Facebook and bring everybody to YouTube because you're a cocksucker. There you go. Sorry, I got an itch here. Itch the head. I got to itch the head. Deadly storms bring in tornado threats and hazard it to millions in the Gulf states and Canada. I know Michigan got hit with that storm. I don't know what the actual feet, what did they get on foot, 2 feet? It depends on where you were. A deadly storm system plowed again across the U.S. Thursday, bringing tornado threats, dumping wintering rain and Americans from the Gulf to Canada. More than 91 million people were under weather warning advisory as ice sleet were falling and wild storms pushing through the Midwest and Northwest and South. Steady rainfall and residents in some states worried about strong winds and potential twisters. Yeah. I'm dying over here. Allergies are killing me. This was a bizarre story. Michigan's mom says Spongebob told her to kill her 3-year-old daughter. What the fuck? Are you serious? Michigan's mom, whose 3-year-old daughter was found dead in a trash bag. What a fucking piece of shit. Justine Johnson told investigators Spongebob ordered to her to kill her child. She would face death herself, reported Saturday. Justine Johnson, 22, alleged stabbed her young son, Moser, multiple times on September 16, 2 days after child's third birthday, for stuffing her body into a black trash bag after she was hallucinated due to weeks of heroin withdrawal, lack of sleep. She charged with a felony murder and a first-degree child abuse. Ryan Erbeline, an investigator with Child Protection Services, testifies Thursday, preliminary hearing into the case. We interviewed Johnson October 1st and said the day Sutton was killed, Johnson said she had left her mother Oakside Township house where she's living, passed out in the grave, according to Michigan Live. She said returned to her mother's house and attempted to kill herself before her daughter. That's just sad. Fucking 22 years old. Kill a fucking 3-year-old. You fucking piece of shit. Oh, man. She was only 3 years old. It's so sad. I wonder where she was in Michigan. Oh. North Carolina veteran in need of kidney transplant. Whoa, she will die for his freedom. Chad Carswell refuses to force into taking COVID-19 vaccine. As a result, he cannot receive life-saving kidney transplant. Ouch. U.S. Air Force veteran Chad, 38, of Conover, North Carolina, is desperate need of a kidney transplant and save his life, but does not believe he's getting COVID vaccine and the best thing for him as a result, because he won't take the vaccine, which requires a transplant candidate. So in the hospital has been denied life-saving kidney. Here it is.
Johns Hopkins University study shows that 2020 lockdowns only reduced COVID-19 mortality by 0.2%.
With lockdowns having little to no effect on public health, was it worth the enormous social and economic cost? Well, we're going to ask Sean Duffy, former Wisconsin congressman and Fox News contributor. I'm going to look down because I want to make sure I get this right.
Okay, so that's bullshit. It's more Fox propaganda. Does not believe. So he had the COVID twice. What they're saying, and he's not getting it. He will die because he's required to get the vaccination to get the transplant. So, man, that's tough. That is tough. He's got type 2 diabetes, which he has lost his legs. He's been working on regular. Today's 230. 230 used to be 400 pounds. I don't know, dude. Just take the shot. Just take the shot. Doesn't look like he's going to survive anyway as well. So, little boy in North Morocco is stuck in a well. Is there hope for him?
I'm sensing I'll need tax guidance from my new small business.
Fix all the tax guidance.
According to payment.
There you go. Tax.
Is our doctor. He's a Fox News medical contributor. He's been watching this closely. Doctor, thanks for joining us tonight. Those pictures are very distressing.
Very stirring story, and our prayers are out to Igran, Morocco tonight, to Rayon, 5-year-old with a lot of courage, down at the bottom of a 100-foot well. Oof. Where he's been in less than 2 feet of space. He's been there for 3 days now, and he has a distraught look on his face, of course, and reports, that he has some blood, but he looks like he's alive and he's awake and he's responding, and they've been lowering water down to him, and they've been lowering oxygen because, of course, he's going to use up the oxygen at the bottom of the well. And the good news is, if he had any major problems with any bleeding, he wouldn't be here. And if there's fractures, they're going to be able to repair them. And Tucker, they built a parallel, bulldozers dug parallel to this because the area has a combination of hard rock and dirt. And so if you aren't careful, you can collapse the well. So they dug sideways all the way down. They reached 100 feet down, and now they've built a tunnel over to where he is. Miraculously, they're just a few feet away, and you've been showing that all night. And any minute now, any minute now, they're going to be able to reach him. They'll helicopter him out to a hospital. They'll work on rehydrating him. He'll be somewhat malnourished. They'll be able to, I believe, bring him back to health. There was baby Jessica, by the way, in 1987 here in Midland, Texas. She was only 18 months old, and they rescued her after almost a 3-day ordeal. She was in the hospital for a month. She went on to live a normal life. We are hoping the same for baby Rayan. And here's what really sets him apart, and we can all learn from this, Tucker. His courage, this little boy's courage, his resilience, the hope. That's what we have to feel right now and come together like they're doing in Morocco.
That's crazy. A little boy in North Morocco has been stuck in a well 100 feet. Oh, he's down 105-year-old man. That's bizarre. I wonder how it happened, how he fell. It's located in North Village of Morocco, Providence. He's been there since Tuesday. Oh man, I hope they got him out. They said they were moments away of getting him. That was last night. So, why the NHL All-Star Game in Las Vegas will be a pivotal moment for the league. The last 2 years, NHL has been some of the most challenging in history. The coronavirus forced NHL to contain the bubble, and the league stumbled to the address of Black Lives Matter movement. And June 20th, fall 21 brought trouble at Kyle Beach sexual assault investigation to the forefront. Positive momentum is needed to the NHL to aim to repair the image of hockey culture, grow and gain beyond predominant with white audience. I got to admit, I mean, hockey stayed hockey. There might be a lot of people that are upset that they might have not promoted the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff like that. I mean, I'm a hockey player. I love hockey. I think they stay true to the sport. I mean, you could say they stumbled and maybe there people are stopped watching it, stuff like that. But I think they kept politics out of, because when you have the BLM movement and you have this and you have that, you're allowing politics to come into your sport. I think they kept it at bay. To be honest with you, I've said it a million times, play the game. I don't want to hear about your politics. I don't want to hear about your politics. I don't want to hear your pussy hurts. I don't want to hear anything. I want you to play the game because that's what I want to watch, and that's what you're played for. If you want to address your political views, or you want to address a certain statement, then hold a fucking press conference somewhere. Volunteer, do something like that. Make a difference. I don't think by putting something on the back of your jersey or taking a kneel is going to make anything change. Does it make people aware? Sure, but I think you make the statement and you move the fuck on. So there you go. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. There you go. So tonight, Keith Thurman fights against a long layoff division involving with him and without him. So Keith Thurman was rocked. It was his first round of a fight that was poised to change his career forever, but instead, undefeated fighter starting off as strong against legendary Manny Pacquiao. He found himself on the mat, Thurman on his back in the middle of the ring at the sold-out MGM Garden in Las Vegas. Was here in the count in the moment. So earlier in the fight, one of the best welterweights of all time had gotten the best of him. So you haven't seen him since Manny Pacquiao knocked him the fuck out. Thurman did rally, yet lost by split decision. Nation was thrilled, and even in defeat, the formers could not have captured him to stardom, but the opportunity never came. Instead of Thurman, the night under spotlight was followed by 31-month inactivity. He was not stepped into the ring since. Whatever you have, career loss, it hurts your pride, it hurts your ego, and creates doubt. Thurman said to ESPN will call it a warrior dilemma. On Saturday, at the age of 33, Thurman will end the absence of a 12-fight round against Mario Barrios on the pay-per-view tonight on PBC at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. And Thurman is 29-1-2, claims through the ropes, hoping to regain standing in the spot where his trademark braids were missing and replaced with a crew cut. I just want to wipe all those old energies, Thurman says. So that fight is tonight. Let's see what he does. I'm really excited. I'm glad he's back in the ring. It was definitely a shocking moment for him that he got beat by somebody that was a lot older than him. So there you go. So you got another boxer. We're going to say in the boxing world, Chad Johnson, hilarious confession to have sex. I fucked 3 or 4 times before the Brian Maxwell fight. Former NFL wide receiver Chad OCHOCINCO Johnson faced Brian Maxwell in the June as a part preliminary fight in Floyd Mayweather long Paul headliner. I was in a boxing debut, but he lost. The fight between Johnson and Maxwell was a extradition bout for 4 rounds of 2 minutes each, and there was no judges present the score of fight. Floyd. So he said he fucked 3 or 4 times. I fucked the shit out of some bitch before I fought. Maybe that's why you lost, motherfucker. So yeah, it's sex sometimes just before the fight versus Brian Maxwell. There you go. Here's the interview. Oh shit. It's a commercial, so let me play the commercial. Here you go. Boom.
You was having sex before?
Yeah.
The
yeah.
fight?
Like matter of fact, I had to be at the stadium at Hard Rock. I think I fought at 8:00. So real, I needed to get that out of my system to relax me, and it put me in a state of calmness, going into war. That's fighting. I'm out of my element, stepping in the ring with somebody that fights for a living.
Right.
So I've been trying to think of the best way to relax myself, and getting that out of me was the best thing to do for me.
Get that nut.
You had sex the day of the fight.
Yeah, we did it 3 times, maybe 4 or 5 times in 3-minute intervals.
That's why your ass got tired in 4 rounds.
Some motherfucker said, I had to let go. Release the poison. You had to release the poison. Oh, man. So he fucked 3 or 4 times before the fight. No wonder why the motherfucker was all tired and shit. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, man. Well, I mean, that's definitely, he's not a boxer, right? So there you go. Release the poison. I gotta release the poison. Release the poison. Don't hold back. Release the poison. Jimmy. What else we got here? Oh, WWE. Blair Davenport suffers awful leg injury jumping off the top rope in a match. Let me just. Oh shit! I can't put this on. They'll fucking ban. They'll ban everything.
Oh no!
Oh!
But Davenport hurt herself.
Man, woo! Man, that was devastating. Scary moment during the WWE NXT UAK match Thursday. Somebody's inboxing me. Let me just respond. Yeah. I got banned. I got banned. You got banned. Got banned. I 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 got banned. There you go. I sent it to you. Blah, blah, blah. Let me just send all these people the fucking... Let me just send it to them because I don't know what's going on. A lot of people are not watching because I'm on YouTube. But I think we should go more YouTube, right? Because these cocksuckers, Facebook, they want to ban everything. So suck it. So I just sent a bunch of people the link. I'm almost over with the show anyways. And like I said, Tori was not able to come on today. She is sick. Still trying to find a co-host for Saturday's show, a permanent replacement. And then there you go. So, scary moment during the match. Blair climbed to the top of the ring post, jumped to the slam, feet onto the back of Michael, who outstretched on the apron. But man, that was...
Oh no!
Oh!
But Davenport hurt herself.
Oof, man. Damn. Whoever's tuning in, I know I probably should have sent the link, but I just wanted kind of to get the show over with. I didn't want to leave anybody because this is our city show. But Tori is sick. Tori Savage Kitty is sick. She got a cold. And trying to reply to a replacement for our sports guy. So there it is. Opening ceremonies at the 22 Winter Olympics. Man, you know, I missed the ceremony. The Beijing Olympic Winter Games were officially underway, kicking off with elaborate opening ceremony. Chinese President Xi Jinping officially declared the games open, making the start of the historic sporting event. The Olympics are being held in China across 3 different time zones as various athletes from all over the world compete for 15 different sports. These games are marked for the second time in China hosting Olympics. They previously held in Summer Games in 2008. And won the bid for 2022 were the Winter Games in 2015. Beijing, where games are being played, first city to host both Summer and Winter Olympics. There you go. USA, where's somebody to just chant in? USA, USA, USA. There you go. Last story before we go into my last topic. I know this is a short show. I'm at a 35-minute mark. What the fuck is going on? Just because I don't have a co-host or somebody to talk to or bounce off stories, but deaf Detroit rapper Sean Forbes performs with Eminem and Dr. Dre at Super Bowl halftime show. Sean Forbes had expected experience this year's Super Bowl like usual from the front of television. The deaf Detroit rapper got electrified phone call that promised a career milestone. The NFL wanted him to upcoming Super Bowl 56 halftime show, performing alongside with Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige in the 56-year-old game first ever hip hop extravaganza. Also in Forbes, February 13th, LA SoFi Stadium, we held fellow deaf rapper Warren Wawa Snipes will perform sign language interruption of the headline music. The first time NFL has incorporated sign language performance as a part of a halftime program. The American Sign Language is what the NFL describes elevated accessibility experience, reviewable, and it's NBCSports.com or NBC Sport app. So that's going to be pretty cool. He's going to do it all in sign language. That should be fucking phenomenal that they were able to do that. That's some music, but I want to bring this on the screen. You can see this guy is doing sign language on a performance. I think that's fucking awesome. Like you're rapping in sign language. I mean, man.
I know what you're saying.
There it is. One moment. Capture. Then just let it slip away. So he's doing an Eminem song. Wow, that's amazing that he's doing it in sign language. And he's going to do a halftime show in sign language. That should be freaking Oh, man. I muted it because I know that that is Eminem's song, so there it is. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So last subject, where the last, I guess the thing was about the show. The ultimate list of fictional and famous couples relationships. I don't know whose yours were. I can tell you whose mine was. So you got the regular Beyonce, Jay-Z, Johnny Cash and June Carter, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, David Bowie and Iman. I forgot about that. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman. What happened to Stedman? Didn't he get thrown out? Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Ricci. That was his girlfriend. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. One of my favorites, and if I had somebody on the show, I would definitely, that was one of my picks. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Not married, not seen to make their relationship official through marriage. Han and Russell have been inseparable for more than 3 decades. People that have passed: John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Yoko Ono still alive. Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan. I didn't even know they were together, but I guess they've been together forever. Neil Patrick Harris and David Bertka. David and Victoria Beckham. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. George Clooney and Amal Clooney. Christian Bell and Dax Schaefer. Catherine Hardburn and Spencer Tracy. Famous couples. So these are the iconic fictional couples. So from Casablanca, and that was probably my favorite movie couple. Is it and Rick at Casablanca? You have Enos and Jack at Brokeback Mountain. Roseanne and Jack, fictional characters in Titanic. This was my pick for fictional characters. Baby and Johnny at Dirty Dancing. That was one of my picks. West Cup and Princess Bride. Nick and Nora, The Thin Man. I've never seen it. Noah and Aliyah, The Notebook. I know that's probably a lot of people's picks. Sandy and Danny at Grease. Annie Hall, Alan Singer and Annie Hall. Edward Scissorhand and Kim and Edward Scissorhand. Forrest and Jenny. Han and Leia. Famous couples in history: Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. Humphrey Bogart and Leonard Bacall. Perry Call and Mary Call. Don't know who they are. Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo. That's probably my mom's favorite. 2 legendary artists. Diego Rivera and Frida, married a total of 23 years, known for their Mexican art, the relationship between 2 paintings without its problems of often fighting, cheating on one another. The famous artist couple divorced, and proven love wins when they remarried years later. So she had the connected eyebrows. That's what I remember from Frida. Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King. John F. Kennedy and Jackie. Definitely iconic couple. Bonnie and Clyde. That was one of my picks. And this would have been Tori Savage. Kitty picked Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. Prince William and Kate. Famous TV couples: Ricky and Lucy. Mary and Carol Burnett. Ross and Rachel from Friends. That had to be Gabby's pick. Definitely. Ralph and Alice. That would have been probably one of my picks. Ralph and Alice. Heathcliff and Claire Huxtable. I don't know about motherfucking pudding cakes over there. Kermit and Mrs. Piggy. Mork and Mindy. Corey and Topahagen. Boy Meets World. Gomez and Morticia. Bernie and Ert. I don't know if you would call them a couple. So are they saying that Bernie and Ert are gay? With 2 puppets seemingly living a roommate for the longest time following a Supreme Court decision favor of gay marriage, Bernie and Ernie made it their real when puppets' life real relation status public, making them among the first famous gay couple. I didn't know that. So they were a gay couple and they just never said it. That's crazy. Shelton and Amy. Cam and Mitchell. Luke and Loretta Glamour Girls. Jim and Pam. JD and Turk from Scrubs. Famous cartoon couples: Fred and Wilma. Homer and Marge. Popeye and Olive Oil. Cosmo and Wanda. George and Janie Jetson, probably one of my favorites. Arnold and Helga. Roger and Jessica Rabbit. That would have been a couple guys famous. Mario and the Princess Peach. Mr. Krabs and Mrs. Puff. I didn't know they were dating. Second only to Monday. Mrs. Krabs considered Mrs. Puff to be one of the greatest loves, but is literally pet name for her little lobster pib. Doug Fanny and Pat Mayonnaise. Shrek and Fiona. Ren and Skippy. Famous Disney couples: Mickey and Minnie. Carl and In-Life Fresnick and Up, one of my favorite cartoon movies. Wally and Evie. Lady in the fucking Tramp, Belle and the Beast, Simba and Nala, Bob and Helen from Incredibles, Aladdin and Jasmine, Jack Skeleton and Sally, Anna and Kristen in Frozen. There it is. There is the list. There is the list. So thanks, Connie, for tuning in. I know Kermit and Piggy. I cannot believe, yes, they're gay. I didn't know they were gay. Oh my God, I can't believe they were gay. Oh man, I loved Ernie and Bert, but hey, you know what? To each his own. Everybody needs love in the world. So that's all I have. Let's see who is up next week. Hopefully Tori is back. Like I said, she is sick with a cold. There is so many people around getting sick. My daughter, Narissa, is sick. She's got some kind of a stomach bug. So I got Born Bishop coming up next week. That's his second appearance on the show. He's going to be promoting his new album. So check that out. So make sure you go to Word on the Street pod, subscribe, go to the /calendar, and you can check out all the guests. I know I have Wendy wasn't able to come on Wednesday. She will be coming on next Saturday for a makeup show. And then I might have somebody that is fighting for the prison systems to get good time behavior back. I got an email from somebody that might be possibly talking about good time behavior for in Michigan criminals. So hopefully they come back on, or they come back on, and it looks like they're going to be on the 19th. So there's definitely a thing going on, which I hear it all the time. But Good Time Ballot initiated it was. It's a bunch of bipartisan group of Michiganders working to reform our criminal justice system. Our goal is to gather 500,000 signatures for a ballot. The measure will allow Michiganders to establish a program where prisoners can earn time off a sentence for good behavior. This measure would establish credit for prisoners could earn reduced sentences and efforts such as holding employment while in prison, participating in training program, earning college degree, educational certificate. Please say. So there it is. So they're trying to come up with a good time ballot for Michigander that are serving time in the criminal justice system. So they should be on the 19th to talk about it. But there you go. Make sure if you want to subscribe to the show, go wordonthestreetpod.com. If you want to check out any merch or buy any merch or support any merch, go to wordonthestreetmerch.com. I think that's all I got. Unless there's somebody going to call me and talk about anything, but that's pretty much all I got. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. I know we're at almost a 50-minute mark, so not like it with the show was very long. I kind of whipped through a lot of this stuff. It's definitely challenging trying to host it by yourself, but there you go. Make sure you guys are always washing your hands, wearing a mask, and washing your ass. That virus is real. Here you go. Peace.